Choose a new challenger.
It's gonna shake out. It's gonna be exciting to see.
Showtime, baby!
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Well-timed command throw there. What's the play here? The low heavy hits. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Player 1 is maintaining it to add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1, Chase KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Up into the air off of just cool. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and... Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Barely blocks the jumping. Nice double Larry overhead KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Difficult situation for a throw. Well-timed command throw there. Player 2 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? The drive parry was successful. Down to the wire. Sticks the combo. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Sticks the jump in. Takes a trip. Jumps? Okay, creating some space here. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Big, low, reaching heavy. A quick breather. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously. Their spacing is so in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Target locked and scoop. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Breaks those shins. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Big throws. Both drive rush to keep it going. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Life lead is there, but still the overhead denied. Risky up-close scrap still going. Air slasher. Doing some quick planning? Crowns them from above. They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out sooner or later. Hugs nothing but air. Nice air slasher. Sees the kick out of nowhere. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Show me everything you have. I'll take on all of you. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Well-timed command throw there. What are they thinking here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They block the overhead, and the jump-in is denied. Takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Both are just hanging on by a thread, but their drive gauges are a different story. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Target locked and no escaping that. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Bops him with a target combo. Nice double lariat. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player one needs looking to plant him with a pile driver. They're going for the super art. Brings him back down to earth with the Russian slam. Player one, oh, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Going in? This is gonna hurt. Player one, low heavy. It sets up with the jump in. Closes it out. Player one proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Player one chases them down. Just out of range for that throw. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. The big play does it. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Long low attack hit. Who's going to start things off? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Plenty of life left. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Nice double lariat. A quick breather. Jumps in, looking to plant him with a pile driver. The low kick hits. Can they create an opportunity for them to seize the overhead coming? Time to shatter some life bars and dreams. Hope you like gardening, because you're about to be planted.
My wrestling is unstoppable.
In attack range. What are they gonna pack your bags? We're going to Siberia. What now? Both fighters are playing with a full deck of drive. Flatline zone. Player one showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Heavy punch sends him flying. Big, low, reaching heavy. Well-timed command throw there. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Neither of them willing to back off. Grab misses. Takes a trip. Very solid corner switch. A little too greedy there. Reads them. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Blocks the low heavy, and... KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Uses the target combo as a filler. With a Super Art Connect, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 has the life lead, and they use it. They're backed up into the corner, scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and... There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 hits them with a stop and bomb. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. In there! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Immediate jump in. Doesn't miss a beat. Getting up close and personal. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Damn! Just look at the damage. Expands the meter. What now? Player 2 sets up with the jump in. Player 1 raw super hard incoming. Oh no! They set him up so dirty. Player 2 the low. Just what they were after. Player 1 survived that 10th mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They're trading attacks. Double lariat and now throws them to negate the block. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they put each other on the edge? Trips them up. Reads them. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Not shy with the grab. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Blocks the low heavy. Player 1 creates target lock and scoop. The big play does it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
From low heavy to who's going to start things off? Creates an opening with a low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 2 looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 2 is dominating this match. One chance here may end this match. Oh no, flawless round. They got him so quick. Player 2 is the last fighter standing. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Long low attack hits.
No good up high.
The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Gets through the opening. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Was that a good decision? Reads them. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. All right, what's coming up next? Heavy punch sends them flying. The pressure is so intense here. So, what's next? Time's the only thing moving here. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Okay, creating some... just goes for it at this range. They need to rely on their instincts here. Good instincts, but no escaping that. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Gets scooped from down low. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Going in, they return to center stage. Blocks the impact. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Both fighters planning something? Was hungry for the grab. Side switch in the corner. They're going for the super art. They tried to escape into the air, but the Russian slam was waiting. Looking for a hole. Side lead, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Target locked and scoop. Both sides getting ready. This can lead to some big damage. Raw super art incoming. Oh, they got him! Player 1 comes away with the win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Heavy punch sends them flying. Combo with the target combo. Leads them. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes a trip. Goes for the super art. Takes a big gamble and whips KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Big, low, reaching heavy. Nice double lariat. Sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Double lariat and now overhead, but it won't work. The low kick hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Burnout, reach out and hug him. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Raw super art incoming. Puts them in the blender and heats the other. Flatlines them. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sneaks in above. Grabs him. Was well in range to score the throw. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Knockdown. Player gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
The low heavy is denied. Holds out with the block. Not shy with the grab. Target locked and scooped. With this super art connect, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 has a slight life. Knockdown and player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Looking to plan them with a pile driver. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deep, the low? Their face pumps the brakes on the impact. Big time whip! No! This is break them! Oh, they got him! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
His body of iron.
Fight round. Fight.
Baits out the low kick. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Player 1, solid anti-air. Lariator. Player 1 with the knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. A jump. There's the soup with the lariat. The overhead denied. Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
Let's go.
Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
We currently have a player on a winning.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'll take on all of you.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round. It's perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Player 2 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters planning something? They're going for the super art? The low! A super art? The Dragon Last Flame KO! Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Trips him up. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Denies the low heavy. Combo with the target combo. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Anything could happen here. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive move and KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Bring in the heat! Uses the game for the super! They're not playing around here. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter event. Getting up close and personal. Sets up with the jump in. Knockdown and player 2 doesn't set the throw. Here's the final round.
right.
The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Rushes that off and keeps going. The match just started. It's anyone's game. The overhead cannot. What's next? Both fighters have a full drive gauge on deck. There's a drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Oh, nothing stops this train. These guys are not giving each putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Bet that hurt.
Up to spend the meter on the super. The low kick hits. Overhead, but it won't work. Player blocks the low kick. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Shows off a parry. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Still can't find him. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 delivers the upset. That's one for the replays.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Show me everything you have.
Simple and clear.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Opts for the throw. Checks with the projectile. Still slugging it out here. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight!
Opts to create space to start. Changes the pace with an air dare. Grabs him, takes advantage of the hesitation, and gets some good damage in return. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and... medium kick hits. Goes for the jump in. Ooh, there's a side... oh my god, they just choked it up! This is if all the throw connects. A quick breather. Lays out experiencing burnout. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Low heavy. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's gonna knock down? Here comes... no way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Charges forward. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Opts for the throw. Takes a trip. Got their eye on the air. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Checks them with the projectile. Jumps. The jump in catches them. Nice double lariat. From upstairs. A quick breather. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge. Knockdown and... Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Double lariat and now? What'll happen? Nice counter. Starts with whirlwind. Both fighters, the low kick hits. Sets up with flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Nice double lariat. Low heavy. Sky high. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Starts with whirlwind.
What the?
Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance. Blocks the low kick. Player 2. Cancel. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, does him dirty. Ooh, what a smart blow. Whirlwind shot. Ooh, you never know what sets up with the jump in. Oh, putting it all on the line. Damn. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Couldn't handle the heat on the ground, but now they're getting cooked in the air fryer. Coming in. Dangerous range here. Side with backup. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Starts with whirlwind. This is gonna hurt. Both sides. It is over. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Show me everything you have.
Let me have some.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Saw that low heavy coming. Jump in, finds the mark. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. A little too greedy there. Anything could happen here. All right, what's coming up next? Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Throw misses. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. Shows a medium kick. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump, looking to plant him with the pile driver. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Still slugging it out at this range. The throw is teched. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Zones with the fireball. The low heavy's blocked. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. What'll happen here? This can lead to some big damage. Target locked and scoop. Was KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Give me a looking to wrap this round up quickly. Now, can they finish the job? Sandblast. Medium kick hits. Anti-air in the clutch. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Both sides getting ready. Looking for a hold. A jump. Crowns him from above. There you go. Okay, here we go. Player one can't let this simmer. Raw super art incoming. What were they thinking? Excellent read. Player two, the low kick hits. Goes airborne. Oh my God, raw super. Answers with a fireball. They're just gonna go for it with the super. The super's blocked. Rushes in. They are done. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Decides to go in with the target combo. Go heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. The low kick is blocked. Blocks the low heavy. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Goes for the jump in. Player two will look to apply pressure. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Jumps, big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Target locked and scoop. Player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Backs them into the corner and will the super art do anything? The super doesn't hit. Excellent read. There's the burnout. Player one whistles this and leaches some big damage. Doesn't take the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent... The low! Blocks it. The overhead denied. That's not gonna hit. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Cross-up attack. Amazing. Holy... Ooh, the dragon back. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets scooped from down low. Combo with the target combo. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 chases them down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Double lariat, and now both fighters planning something? Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. They gotta pull the trigger on their drive. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? Blocks it. Sandblast. One hit'll win this round. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Who will capitalize on an opening first? Less than 20 seconds remaining. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the knockdown, and now jumps in. Nice double lariat. Blocks it. You've gotta be rushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Big opportunity now in this corner. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Crowns them from above. Threads it cleanly. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Saw that low heavy coming. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Definitely shuts out the jump in. The low heavy hits. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Throws them to negate the block. The low doesn't connect. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. They break things off to take a quick breather. Time's the only thing moving. Goes for the super art. Opts for the level 1 Vulcan blast. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. They need to rely on their instincts here. Neither fighter can land the deciding hit. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown, and there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Rising uppercut. Experiencing burnout. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter. Crowns them from above. So, what's next? What now? Player 1 gets the tip with the low heavies. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Double lariat, and now this can lead to some big damage. Both fighters are raring. Impact squat. What's next? With super arts into play, it's really anything close at all. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Knew the throw was coming. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Low heavy, but no blow. Crowns them from above. Oh, oh, the throw connects. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? A real oh, it's enough. Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Breaks those shins. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What's the play here? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets the knockdown, and now there's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Okay, creating some space here. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Burnout activates. Target locked and scoop. Player two needs to hold out a big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Looking for a chance. Both fighters planning something? Gets the jump in. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! It's too much! What? Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Will that drive impact get punished? Backs them into the corner. Player two has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Taking stock. Goes for the command grab. Gets the knockdown, and now KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Gets the jump in. Hits him with a stop and pop. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Sandblast. Player two will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side spin. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Time to reassess the situation? So, what's next? Zones with the fireball. Target locked and scoop. Are we gonna see a comeback here? What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Sandblast. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player one managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player hugs nothing but air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Taking chunks out of each other here. A jump in? Nothing stops this train. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Like a super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. This is the kind of move that ends games. Zangief's gonna take off some chunky damage. Then break their They are not getting close to each other. Low heavy, high cans from, are you kidding me? Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Show me everything you have.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a chance with that jump. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Reads them. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Avoids getting stuck. Roses with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Did well to get the buff in there. Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 is dominating this match. Medium kick hits. Like experiencing burnout. Excellent block. This is gonna hurt. Going in, player 2, that's gonna leave him rattled. Work up flatline done. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
This body of iron.
Final round. Fight.
Open, this can lead to some big damage. Overhead, but it won't work. Gets a risky buff in. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 2 needs the overhead denied. Ooh, no, this will break him. The jump in knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Lariator gets them with a quick low kick. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sets up with the jump in.
What are you waiting for?
You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. The low kick connects. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance of looking to plant him with a pile drive. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Going in? Target locked and scoop. It's too much. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Who's going to start things off? Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Medium kick hits. They block the overhead and knockdown and super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. They're going for the super art. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Fights out of the corner. Back connects with the throw. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they... What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Loads up above? Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have them planned for the next round. Knockdown, and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. More fuel to the fire! Cook them up! Uh-oh, this could really tip the scales.
That felt good. What a waste of time.
Up suspend the meter on the super! Gets the counter hit. Broad super art incoming. Looking for the jackhammer. Oh, they hit the low. The overhead denied. The Shikusen. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They are done. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets a risky buff in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Nice double lariat. Decides to buff up while they can. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Down to the wire. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Did well to get the buff in there. Holds out with the block. Knockdown. Medium kick hits. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Quick target lock and scoop. Too much. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Did well to get looking to plan him with the pile driver. Player 1 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over. Target locked and scoop. Gutsy play with the grab. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. That's gonna leave him rattled. Was up KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Anticipates the overhead. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Low heavy, trips him up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Lots of aggression from both sides. Parries the attack, and not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Where is their opening? gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Grabs and throws him away. Knockdown and... Who will capitalize on an opening first? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at the KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump-in. Big throws. Jumps. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Looking for a chance. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will look to apply. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Uses the target combo, finishes them with a drive impact. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Lots of aggression from both sides. What are they thinking here? Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. Throws him. What's next? All right, what's coming up gets him. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The grab misses. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Scrapping it out up close. Going in. Player 1 can't use any drive moves low, heavy, but no go. Nice parry. Both of our combatants are cooking up. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 looking to plant him with a pile drive. It's too much. Player 2.
Get in there!